Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, today we are diving into a deeply romantic, incredibly fascinating premise straight from the teachings of miracle mentor Robert Zink. Have you ever wondered if you could use your own personal energy to bridge the gap between you and someone you truly care about? Well, we are going to explore Zink's theory on how focused energy, deep alignment, and sheer willpower can literally bring a specific person back into your life and get them to finally reach out to you. I need your total focus for this one because it's a real game changer. So let's just speak directly about where you might be sitting right now. Maybe you're literally staring at your phone, just waiting for a message from someone special. According to the source material we're unpacking today, whether you're navigating a super painful breakup, dealing with being abruptly ghosted, or you're intentionally sitting in a strict 30-day no-contact phase, it makes absolutely no difference. Because in the realm of energy and vibration, those physical world barriers simply don't carry the weight we think they do. Zink argues that energy just completely bypasses all of that. Okay, let's dive into this. The core premise of our entire explainer today is captured perfectly by Zink. He says, right now, in this moment, nothing is missing. If there's anything missing, it's alignment. His philosophy suggests that when two people are failing to communicate, it's not because the desire is permanently gone. Not at all. It's simply because you're operating on mismatched frequencies. You're walking on different timelines, facing different directions. It's a lack of shared energy, not necessarily a lack of love. The source defines the absolute solution to that disconnect as telepathic alignment. It's described as tuning your personal energy so precisely that this specific person feels you on a profound, vibrational soul level. And I want to clarify something highly important from the teachings here. This is not about manipulation. You don't need the will to force anybody to do anything against their will. You only need the pure will and the openness to receive that connection. So, to bridge that metaphysical distance, our source breaks the process down into a sequence of 3 simple spiritual steps. This is the romantic, energetic journey we're taking today. First, clearing the static. Second, building the telepathic blueprint. And finally, igniting the spark of connection. Let's see exactly how each of these steps works to align your frequency. Step 1, clear the static and find your center. To find that center, Zink advises taking a really deep, relaxing breath. Actually, why don't we do that right now? Just in through the nose, out through the mouth, calming your physical body and quieting any doubts racing through your mind. Because there's no real separation in energy. The text instructs you to focus on your chest, really feeling the space right in the center. In this philosophy, that specific area is your signal. It's your energetic transmitter. The idea is to use that exact center to tune your frequency, deliberately moving it into perfect alignment with your specific person. Step 2, the telepathic blueprint. Seeing the specific message. In this step, Zink states you need to visualize the exact person clearly, but you also need to think about the precise message you want to receive. Not a vague idea, but the exact wording. The source gives great examples, like, I've been thinking about you, or maybe what you're really hoping for, like, I miss you, can we talk? I can't stop thinking about you. The goal outlined here is to think of the exact wording you deeply desire and lock that specific blueprint in. I want you to read it in your mind like it is already sitting right there on your screen. Step 3, the spark of connection, experiencing the change. Now, the author notes a crucial difference between standard wishing and this kind of magical manifestation. You aren't just sitting around waiting for something to happen in the distant future. You are meant to actively experience the text arriving right now, in the present moment. Zink asks you to imagine it. You're looking down. Suddenly, the dark glass of your phone screen brilliantly lights up. The glow catches your eye. You glance at the screen. You see their name flash across the glass. It's the exact name you've been hoping to see. The notification banner drops down. They're reaching out. And in this practice, this is the exact moment your heart should begin to pound. Zink instructs readers to genuinely feel that sudden rush, that jolt of pure excitement, and let that intense energy rise up right in the center of your chest. The method dictates letting that vibration expand, rush through your mind, and completely flood your energy field. This peaking feeling of absolute connection is the exact signal the book claims you are sending out. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive energetic microshift happening within you. The signal you're sending is no longer rooted in desperation, wanting, longing, or hoping. Instead, it shifts entirely to absolute knowing and expecting. According to the source, you are completely melting away resistance. You are moving away from the timeline of being locked out and confidently stepping into a timeline where you are locked in and perfectly aligned. As that feeling of absolute knowing sets in, The methodology suggests letting your breathing soothe and return to a nice, steady pace. You're instructed to imagine them right at that very moment, picking up their phone, looking at a photo of you, feeling that exact same undeniable harmony, and typing out the text you envisioned. The idea is that the message comes through almost word for word exactly as intended. Nothing is forced. It's simply moving in perfect harmony.
Which brings us to sustaining the magic, maintaining your inner calm.
To keep this beautiful frequency alive even after this explainer ends, the source gives specific daily actions to ensure you remain in perfect, unshakable alignment. First up, stay relaxed. Don't frantically check your screen every 2 minutes, which, let's be honest, is way easier said than done, right? Second, maintain a state of absolute certainty. Third, hold firmly onto your inner calmness and personal power. And finally, the text advises just going about your normal day with a quiet, powerful knowledge that your text is already on its way. I want to leave you with this provocative thought posed by the source material. If your energy is already in perfect alignment, what beautiful message is on its way to you right now? Whether you view this as mystical energy or simply a brilliant psychological tool for finding inner peace during a tough no-contact phase, Zinc's framework reminds us of the fascinating, absolute power of our own mindset. You completely deserve this connection. Thanks for joining me for this explainer today, and I'll see you next time.